Kia ora e te iwi and welcome to The Chew, coming at you from the studios here in Kaamuriwai, Arrowtown. And today we're chewing the fat with Charles Amoamo. Tēnā koe, brother.
Tēnā koe e te whanaunga.
Kia ora, kia ora.
Kia ora e te whānau, te iwi. Kia ora.
All right, so what I'll get you to do, bro, is just introduce yourself however you want.
Yep.
And then we're going to talk a little bit about where you're from and where you grew up.
Cool, bro. Tēnei te mihi atu kia o koutou katoa. Ko Māki o te maunga, ko Waiau o te awa, ko o Marumutu te marae, ko Tūtāmure te whare tipunua, Tūtāmure te tangata, ko Ngāti Rua te hapu, ko whakatohia te iwi, ngā waka o Whakatipu te waka, me mā tātua me nukutere, ko Charles Frederick Leggett Amoamo tōku ingoa, no Pōtiki mai tāwhiti au, ngā uri o te whakatohia, te whānawa āpanui, Ngāti Mani o Poto, Kahungunu, Ngāti Awa, and Ngāti Parau.
Ui! O, ka rawe, bro. Rawe tō pepeha. Etahi o tō, etahi o iwi, pēnei taku iwi e hoki. So, yeah, we got same whānau bloodlines, bro.
Yeah, the blood is strong.
Yeah, the blood is strong.
East Coast.
East Coast.
Highway
living
35. Highway 35.
Awesome, bro. So where were you born? First question.
Yep. So the year was 1974.
Ooh, good year that. Good year that, bro.
At the hospital in the Pōtiki.
Aye.
Yeah, I was born up there. The hospital's not there anymore. It's been knocked down.
Oh, hey.
Yeah. So,
And so you grew up in a Pōtiki?
not at the beginning.
Oh, yep.
I actually don't know how long my mum and dad stuck around in the Pōtiki, but then we travelled down to here, to the South Island, and my dad worked in Bluff, worked in Deep Cove, and then we ended up settling in Te Anau.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So my dad, because my uncle Picky came down as well.
Oh, yep.
And that's Kelly, I don't know if everyone knows Kelly Saxton.
Oh, everyone knows Kelly down
yeah,
these
yeah,
ways.
her father.
Kia ora, Kel.
My dad's older brother.
Yeah.
Yeah, he started up a sharing contract down in Te Anau, so most of the brothers came down.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, two other brothers, my dad and my uncle Teriaki, and yeah, they all lived and worked in Te Anau together.
Oh, wow. And all sharing?
All sharing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yes,
Yeah.
stayed in Te Anau probably, well, my mum and dad parted ways.
Yeah.
And then I was going to end up in social welfare care or
Yep.
whatever, because I was going to end up in the system. And then my kuia and my karaua from Mapoti on my dad's side found out. And
Yep.
then they came down and got me when I was about age 6.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and then I
Age
moved.
6.
Yeah.
Ah, it's quite young, bro. Yeah.
He was a young fella.
Young fella.
Mischief as.
Young nana kia, bro.
Yeah, feral, wild. And yeah, and then then I moved back up to a Pōtiki, and then entered the marae life as a little kid.
Oh, yeah, right.
Yeah, it was just always at the marae. We were always, my kuia, my karaua were into it. That was Te Ao Māori was their life.
Yep.
So every marae, probably up to whānawa āpanui, down in all of the ones in the Pōtiki. Yeah, I was always at them, and at our own marae or Marumutu, I was there heaps, and our other marae, Waiau.
Oh, kapai. And so you did your early schooling in Pōtiki?
Yeah, Woodlands Primary School. I did a stint there. One of my uncles, Whetu Kōpū, he was Mr. Kōpū, we used to call him. He was there. Yeah, that was cool having him there, because he actually, like, we were only little fellas, and he would get us into a pōwhiri You know, he would teach us how to do a pōwhiri, how to sit on a pai, and like any other little schools that would come over for sports day or something, we would do the whole pōwhiri.
Really?
Yeah, bro.
And you're a real young
Bro,
fella.
I was only a young fella.
Sweet.
Yeah, like he just...
Oh, that's the best way to practice, bro.
Yeah, bro, like, it was unreal. Like, he'd get us to get up and say something, you know.
Oh, really?
Yeah, yeah.
Ah.
He would do most of it. He would facilitate most of it, but he would get up people, little kids that he trained up. So, yeah, that was...
So safe to say back then, you kind of picked up on a lot of our language, spoke the odd thing back in those days?
Oh, definitely, like, because my kuia, my karaua, native speakers, and my kuia, she spoke pidgin English, eh?
Yeah. I get that, bro. My stepdad was like that too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Handy Māori speaker, but, his English was a bit... And he didn't care, he didn't need it,
Yeah. I used to crack up and I used to listen to my kuia talk, trying to speak Pākehā, like it was just funny as. Yeah. And my sister, because my older sister Maria, we share the same father.
Yeah.
And she grew up with my nana, my kuia, my karaua from a baby.
Oh, from baby?
Yeah, she's matatou speaker.
Ah, so is there much of a difference in age between you two?
Yeah. So I'm 49. My sister be, I don't know, 55-ish.
Oh, older than you.
Yeah. Well, I was only a little fellow when she...
Yeah. And so, she was still, like, you must have been in the house together growing up.
Yeah. We grew up together. Well, I was with my kuia, my karaua. We grew up together, which was really cool. It was pretty hard out, like when because she grew up speaking, native, our native tongue, and it was buzzy. When she went to university, they told her she wasn't speaking proper reo.
Whatever.
Yeah, proper Māori, but that's all she spoke from,
It's just a different kind, eh, bro?
Yeah. And even now and then a word will come up that I like, I used to say that as a little fella, but other people say, that's not Māori.
Yeah. And so you were at school in Opotiki for how long?
So I probably, my kuia, my karaua were getting old, and so having two moko in the house was getting a bit too much for them. So they told my dad that I sent me down to my dad, and I would have been about 11.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So you came back down to Te Anau?
Yeah, back down to Te Anau.
Yep.
I did a little bit of a stint in Standard 4.
Yeah.
And then reconnected with Kelly, because she was still down there.
Yep.
And then, we went to high school together.
Ah, which high school?
Fielding College.
Oh, yeah. And that's based in Te Anau, I guess,
yeah.
right?
Te Anau.
Right. And so you did all your high schooling there?
No, when did Kelly and them... Kelly would have left. So, her and her parents, they packed up and went over to Australia.
Aussie, yeah.
And they were and she would have been 14, so I would have been just going on 15. So up until, about 15, I did all my high school there, played rugby, and then, then went back up to the North Island.
Oh, hey?
Yeah, my, was just me and my dad down in Te Anau, and then, and then Uncle Tiriaki came down, gathered up the whānau, and we went back up to the East Coast. Yeah.
Oh, sweet. And so you finished off your high schooling up on the North Island?
I did 1 year at a Pōtiki college.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. That was a culture shock, eh?
Culture shock. Oh, returning back at that age.
Yeah, returning back, like there was no Māori whatsoever in Te Anau. There was only two families. There was our family, the Amoamo whānau, and the Henrys.
Oh,
you know. So, and there was absolutely no Māori in the kura or the high school.
Did they teach kaupapa Māori at all?
No, so there was one, I can't even remember this lady. She came in and she did this little, I don't know, draw a whare nui, and she had some pictures of a whare nui.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and I just got absorbed. Like I was like, reconnecting to something that was
Yeah,
from my culture.
from home. Right.
From home. And I just got fascinated by it and just
right.
drew it over and over again on heaps of pieces of paper. But that was the only Māori I ever had
Really?
in Te Anau,
Fuck. And so you got the culture shock back home?
Yeah.
Did you say you were only back at high school for a year?
Yeah, I only did a year at a Portuguese college, if my memory serves me correct. But yeah, big culture shock, bro. Like, in Fiordland College, we never locked anything up, But whatsoever, no one's going to take anything. Everyone's got their own stuff, But when I went back to a Portuguese and then went to the high school, I was like, what? They had locks on locks.
Everything's nailed down.
Yeah, everything's nailed down and it had a lock on a lock. That buzzed me up. So, how many locks do you need for a locker? And then, bless my karawa, they wanted to get me back into the Te Ao Māori, so they threw me straight into the all lessons at high school, bro. And my teacher, my kaiako at the time, was a relation. He was a Maxwell.
Oh, yeah.
Bro, I couldn't speak any te reo or, it was like an alien language to me. And I'm sitting there just like a rabbit in the headlights, bro? Like, oh, what the fuck? And that set me back a bit, because, the people in my class, they were whānau in my life. Hey! You don't even know any Māori. Yeah, and I just became really whakamā after that,
Yeah, no, I get that, bro. I get that. And to be honest, back in those days, that was common. Not saying it was a good thing, because it was obviously a bad thing, bro? But so common, man. We used to shame ourselves all the time.
Yeah.
And
so I ended up steering away from it, bro?
Yeah.
So when I freak out or I get stressed out about something, I just shut down, bro, and my brain shuts down. I just withdraw into myself, and I don't even learn. Yeah. Don't even do anything, really. Nah. So that was me just back out on the football field and found a joint.
Yeah, bro.
Boom.
Well, it's a type of defiance, bro.
Yeah,
it's like you buck the trend because you don't feel comfortable. So it's like giving that big middle finger to the world, bro?
Yeah.
Like, fuck you all. I'll be all right.
Yeah.
So did you finish school then at that moment?
No. So my older sister, Maria, she, the one that grew up with my karo and kuia, she was working for Māori Affairs down in Wellington. And she'd come back all the time, and then she just told Nan and Grandpa, I'll take my brother, put him into high school down in Wellington, give him a bit of a fresh start.
That's the bucket.
Yeah. I don't know, give me another option, and you'd take the pressure of my grandparents, because they were getting old, and Dad was sick of kicking me up the butt, So I went and lived with her in Wellington and did my fifth form year at Wellington High.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, how was that?
Big city, big lights, more mischief.
Yeah. Lots of Māori down there, at that time at your school?
Yeah, they had a whole bilingual unit, and it was just Māori, only Māori students, so they did Māori, it had a Māori kaupapa.
So that was you went to the bilingual unit?
No, I went, I actually, because I struggled so much in a Portuguese, I steered away from any Māori kaupapa things, and so I just went into the mainstream and did silly things, did classes like, geology and stuff that I didn't know about. I just picked things, bro, English. English. Yeah, English. I did all these silly other classes, but art was the one class I enjoyed the most. Yeah, that was the only one.
Yeah, cool.
But made some really good. All my mates were in the bilingual unit, bro. All the Māori boys. I used to kick around with them, and hardly went to school. I hardly went to high school, bro. I was out. I just wouldn't go to high school,
And so, life was good living with your sister, bro, or sort of doing that whole family buzz?
Yeah, she gave me heaps of freedom, I don't know. I just, big city, the world was my oyster, Yeah, and I had lots of freedom, like, so I just used that to my full advantage and kicking around Wellington and,
Yeah.
Get into a bit of mischief.
Yeah.
Yes.
So you just did a fifth form year, and then was that it for your high school?
Yeah, that was it, bro. I probably sat one exam or something. Like,
Yeah.
school wasn't my jam at that time, eh? But
yeah.
I introduced me to rugby league, bro.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, playing. I've always liked rugby league. I watched rugby league when I was young because Kelly's mother, being from Lake Kajeligo, New South Wales.
Yeah, right.
And at the time in New Zealand, you couldn't watch a State of Origin
Yeah.
because it wasn't on our TVs.
Yeah,
I think in New Zealand was too much BBC at the time.
Yeah.
And so she used to get these videotapes of State of Origin.
State
I was
Origin.
just like,
Hey.
I always wanted to play league once I
yeah,
watched it,
yeah,
bro.
yeah.
And I became a Blues supporter, eh?
Oh, bro.
Oh, are you a Maroon supporter? Oh, the morons, eh?
Oh, only because of Graham Lowe.
Yeah.
Back in when Graham Lowe started coaching.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, all of us we all just turned to Queensland at that moment. Eh?
Yeah.
And then Brad Thorne and Tony Carroll, all the Kiwis played for them.
Yeah, all the greats.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was probably similar why I chose, I didn't choose it because Auntie she was a New South Wales supporter.
Yeah,
I just followed that bandwagon,
yeah.
eh?
Well, who Kelly's mum?
Yeah.
Right.
I just jumped on that bandwagon and that was me for the rest of my life, Blues supporter.
Oh, Blues, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah. And so you stayed in Wellington for a little bit?
Yeah, as soon as I finished fifth form, I was out of there, bro, and then me and my sister, it was me. I can't blame my sister. She was just trying to look after me, but I was just being real mischief, bro, and she was, trying to discipline me, and I was just like fucking out the gate, bro. I didn't want to listen to anyone.
Yeah, that's
young
rolls,
fella
bro.
thought he knew it all and just wanted to do young fella things, eh? Bro, get on the purse and hang around with my mates. And I ended up running away from home, bro.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I ran away from my sisters in this place because we were arguing quite a lot, and then her boyfriend was trying to discipline me. He was from Ngāti Paru.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
I forgot his name.
must have been a good fella.
Eh?
Must have been a good fella, bro.
Yeah, he wasn't bad. He wasn't bad, bro. He was a pretty good fella.
Yeah.
It was just me, bro. I was just
That's
headstrong.
That's how it rolls when you're that age, bro.
Yeah. Think you know everything.
Yeah. Fuck yeah. We all thought we knew. We all thought we had it figured out, eh, bro?
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
And we were just butting heads heaps. And so one of my mates that I met at Wellington High, he said to me, I don't know how the conversation came about, but the bro goes, bro, like if you ever want to leave home, come and stay at our house.
Oh, hey.
And I did that, bro.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, ran away from my sisters and then went and stayed with the bro, Charlie Eparaima was his name, and his dad was Tauti Eparaima.
Oh, yeah.
Eparaima. Yeah, they from Te Teko.
Oh, yeah.
Ngāti Awa.
Ngāti Awa, Hāti.
Yeah, we're actually related, me and Charlie and the whānau.
Okay.
I'm still in contact with them. I still stay with them. And
Nice.
Yeah, we're tight ass.
And so, a couple of years hanging out there?
Straight out of school, no money. So I had to jump on a job seekers thing. But I ended up jumping on this course, bro, for basic computer stuff, and it was all run by Tuhonians, eh? Well, Tuhoi. Our cousins from Tuhoi, from the Ngāhere.
Tuhonians.
Yeah.
Hey, that's a good one, bro.
Yeah,
Tuhonians.
Tuhonians or the hillbillies.
Oh.
Yeah. Especially if they're like from Ruatahuna or Waikaremoana. Yeah, hillbillies. Yeah.
That's a crack up because in Gisborne, we got Gisbornites, bro.
Oh, Gisbornites.
Yeah, Gisbornites.
Oh, I haven't heard that one. That's a mean one.
Tuhonians.
Yeah, and if you're from Texas or Texican,
and
then across the bridge is Mapo and the Mapolians, and then down the road Kawaroians.
Yeah.
Goes on and on.
Everyone's Ian.
Yeah.
Well, when I lived in Warrell, it was Mahesians. The Mahesians, that was the one that always used to go in my head.
Yeah.
Fellas from Mahia. Yeah.
The Mahesians.
Yeah. New Huckians.
Crack up, how we come up with all these little things.
Yeah. Crack up.
Yeah.
So you're crashing with your mate Charlie?
Yep. Stayed there for ages, bro. Did this course, and then just ended up. Oh, I think I ended up in the meatworks, bro. After that, I went and worked for Preston Meatworks.
In Kawerau?
No. Still in Wellington.
In Wellington,
Yeah. And then got into rugby league, bro.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Under 21s.
Yeah.
Harbour City Seagulls with Fetu Henry. Fetu Henry was our coach.
Henry. Oh, yeah.
I think he played for the Kiwis.
Yeah. Yeah, that Henry name, eh? Yeah.
All of the Henry brothers, huge, bro. Huge fellas.
Yeah.
And they all worked for the city council, leaning on shovels, I used to call them.
The old shovel leaners. There's a Māori word, I can't remember it now. Nah, forgot it.
Now those were some good times, some real good times playing rugby league. Social way. It's the social aspect. I love the game, but it was the social aspect that was real cool.
So you hung out in Wellington for a fair bit?
Yeah.
And what'd you do after that?
After Wellington?
Yeah.
What did I do after that? I mucked around for a bit, drank a lot of alcohol, as you do, partied up a storm, and then I moved back to Te Teko, bro. Yeah, went back there, and then I ended up in the forestry.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yep. Tippy high there, bro.
Yeah, I don't know what it is with me, bro. Like I just up, go somewhere, and go back, and go go somewhere else.
And I understand you ended up in Aussie at some point.
Yeah, so when I was working in the forestry, I ended up, I was in the forestry for a few years, then transitioned over to the Kawerau sawmill.
Oh, yeah.
And then hooked up with the brother Calf, all dates. We call him Lover, because he could score all the girls, Far muscly fella, good looking fella.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Daytona.
I hung around with a few of those ones, bro.
Yeah.
Now.
I was just jealous all the time.
Fellas. Oh, yeah.
No. But yeah, at the time we worked together and we created a really good bond. And we ended up losing our jobs because we were only casual at the sawmill.
Yeah.
And then he was having some personal raru going on, and then he just said to me, "Oh, bro, why don't we just take off to Australia?" And I said, "Oh, where will we go, bro?" And he said, "Oh, Perth. Uncle Pucks is in Australia, in Perth." So I rang up Uncle Pucks.
Uncle Pucks.
Yeah, Uncle Pucks. And I said, "Oh, Unks, up to?" And he goes, "Oh, nothing, just mahi hard, heaps of jobs over here, boy. Oh, cool, can we come over and live with you?" Yeah, and he said, come over. And that was us, three of us. My bro Calves and my other uncle.
That's the one, bro. Fucking cracks me up just hearing names like Uncle Pucks.
Yeah.
Because it's like, it's almost like I know him, but I don't.
Yeah.
But there's such familiar names, bro? It's like when you get a Uncle Bluey or a Auntie Bubbles or something. Yeah. Everyone's got these uncles and aunties with these names, bro?
Yeah. Even the uncle we went over with, his name was Wok.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, Uncle Wok. Patrick was his real name. I don't know why they called him Wok.
Yeah.
He's a crack-up fella, bro. Uncle, bro, he's just rough ass, And then when we went over to Perth, we were going through customs, and me and the bro Calf, we were at the end of the queue, and then Uncle Patrick was in the way, about 20 people ahead of us, Bro, he didn't even have laces on his shoes, and he had his jeans rolled up to his knees and rugby socks on, and the scruffy ass fucking shirt with no sleeves on, bro. And then
the shearing singlet.
Yeah, the
black shearing singlet.
The customs lady took one look, and she goes, "Oh, where's your ticket?" And he pointed at us. We did, because for some reason, we were all on the one ticket, bro.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't know how that happened, but all our names on the one ticket, and me and the bro had the tickets. And then he goes, "Oh, I'm with those fellas." Bro, straight away, they took us aside. Yeah, are you gang members? Do you have any drugs on you? Do you have any gang paraphernalia? And I had this I used to do some kickboxing. Me and my bros used to do a bit of kickboxing with Rangatawa Aotearoa.
Yeah.
The Marshall brothers, do you know them?
Nah.
like Benji, you know Benji Marshall?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Benji.
his uncles.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, his uncles in Whakatane, and we used to train with them.
Oh, yeah.
But down in Pōneke.
Oh, yeah.
And I had their booklet with all their moves and stuff, and because everything's in te reo.
Yeah.
So I had the te reo and the Pākehā translation on it, and it had a Māori design aware thing on it, bro. And so, is this a gang? Just like, oh my goodness. You know, like straight away stereotyping us, you know.
Yeah.
And they did drug swabs all over us. I was just like, fuck, welcome to Australia.
Yeah.
But when we got off the plane, bro, oh, fuck. Looked like an alien country to us, you know.
Yeah, especially Perth.
Yeah.
You know, it's on the other side, bro?
Yeah.
And it's pretty hot over there.
Bro, it is steaming hot during the summers, I don't know what it's like now. I haven't been over there for ages.
Nah, it's still hot, bro.
I don't think anything's changed. I think it's gotten worse. But, you know, like, you could have a string of days, one after the other, at high 40s,
Yeah.
But it gets pretty unbearable.
Yeah, crazy. And what were you doing over there?
So I ended up working in the mining sector.
Oh, yeah.
All of us ended up working in the mining sector. But I started off welding. Never welded before in my life, but because Māori Māori or any Kiwi, to be honest, had a strong reputation over there for mahi.
Yeah, right.
So you could just go into any like a labour hire place and then you get hired up with them, and then they sort out jobs for you. It's funny, bro. Like the Pākehā fella, he goes, can you paint, bro? And I went, oh, no. And he goes, have you ever painted a house before? Oh, yeah. And I'll give it a go. Yep, you can paint. Have you welded before? Nah, bro. And he goes, have you thought about welding before? Yeah, bro. He goes, yep, you can weld. You know, like, it was crazy, bro. And then,
Fuck, that's crazy, bro.
yeah, and then, bro, you just train up on the job.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah,
Someone to just like,
show you how to do
show
it.
you how to do it, bro.
And as long as you're not a complete idiot, you'll be able to pick it up,
But we, you know, like coming out of production jobs like the forestry and the sawmill, like
Yeah.
And some people might not say this now, but I had a really strong work ethic. Some people might be looking at me if they hear this and raising their eyebrows. Really?
Nah, that's us, bro.
No, we were hard out, bro.
Yeah.
We were like...
No, that's how we roll, bro.
Yeah.
That's how we roll in Aussie. For some reason, we are all hard working over there.
Yeah. Like the stereotypical, like if they, you know, you're Māori, there's three things, or maybe a bit more than three things.
Scaffolding.
Yeah, scaffy. Are you a scaffy, bro? Nah, Bolt. I don't like heights. But, but you know, like, do you smoke, like, people just like, fuck, got any weed, my bro? It's like, bro. Or,
you're like, what do you take me for?
Yeah.
Oh, I do actually, but what do you take me for?
Yeah, or they think you can play a guitar.
Yeah. Oh, you just think I'm one of them? Okay, well, give me the guitar. I'll fucking play it then.
And drinking.
Well, we are pretty good at drinking. Bro.
Yeah,
not me. I'm a fucking lightweight.
Yeah, me too. I'm a lightweight.
Yeah.
But I tried to give it a career nudge there for a while. I thought I'll give it a 6-year plan.
Try to make a career out of it.
Yeah, try to make a career out of drinking. It ended pretty sadly.
Yeah, you made it to CEO, you reckon?
Yeah. Oh, no. I was always going to be a labourer, a low-level guy at drinking.
Oh, crack up. And so I guess at some point we better start pivoting back to how you ended up in Queenstown, bro.
Yeah. Far. So, I spent about 11 years in Australia.
Shit, that's a long time, bro.
Yeah. I think
all in Perth?
All in Perth. Yeah, I only stayed in Perth. It was a good life, bro. It was mean. Like, when I went, I was pretty big at the time, but then when I got to Perth, I ended up losing 4 toes. I had a work accident and crushed my foot, and they ended up cutting off 4 toes. And then I lost quite a bit of weight of that while I was in hospital, bro, because, you know, but you can only eat what they give you. So I lost quite a bit of weight, and I carried that on after I got out of hospital, and then got into CrossFit, got really fit, and then my old man passed away, bro. I want to say 2015. I might be wrong. It might have been 2016, but I think I came home in 2016. But my dad passed away, and I was actually humming and hawing, do I go home? because I hadn't seen the whānau, my Amoamo whānau, in about 20 years or so. Might even be a bit longer.
Yeah.
I'd been away from the family, and I didn't keep in contact. I sort of just drift off into the horizon and do my thing.
Yeah.
And so when my dad passed away, I actually made a friend, a really good brother of mine in Perth said, bro, you've got to go, because if you've got anything to say to your dad, he hadn't passed away at the time, he was sick, but my sister contacted me and said, bro, if you got anything to say to dad or anything, come home now.
Come home.
Come home now. And then my bro said to me, go, because you don't want to be talking to a pine box, you actually want to talk to your father. And I actually I fucked around. I would have caught him while he was still alive, but I flew into Auckland. Some of the brothers picked me up in Auckland, and we drove back to the Kawarau, and I should have went straight into Whakatane because my dad was at Whakatane Hospital, but I fucked around, and I think I was a bit nervous, bro, going back in to see my whānau, and then my brother-in-law ended up coming picking me up, and I was actually missed him by seconds. I was walking down the hallway, and just before I got to his room, he had just passed away. Yeah.
That's pretty hard, bro.
Yeah, it was. I once again, like when I'm under stress or right out of my comfort zone, I ended up just shutting down, bro. I didn't say much, and I didn't even know how to process that.
Yeah, fair enough, bro.
Yeah,
fair enough. And everyone has their own way to deal with it, you know?
Yeah.
There's not one way to deal with it, bro.
Yeah.
So, you know, kei a koe te tikanga, man. You do it your way, whatever that is. So, based off that, did you decide to stay in New Zealand?
I went back to Australia, and then I was really homesick. And then we had a big round of redundancies, bro, at my job, Breaking Mining Resources.
Oh, yeah. Back in Perth?
Yeah, but it was a voluntary redundancy.
Yeah, that's good, because you still get paid, eh?
Oh, bro. Yeah. Like, they pay well, like. Anyway, yeah, and then they weren't going to give it to me, but I asked my union rep to come in with me and tell them why I want to go home, and they said, okay, well, like, we really don't want to let you go. Even right up till I signed the paper saying, yeah, I want to leave, give me a redundancy. Even when I was signing, and they just said, are you sure? Are you sure you want to do this? They didn't want me to leave. Yeah. Which blew me away, because I didn't realise how much worth I had in a big, it's a big company. But you don't realise these things until that. And, I took the redundancy and struggled heaps, struggled with the transition back from Australia to New Zealand. Yeah. Because everything's different, and the pay rate and everything is mental. Like I was adjusting to that, and it was quite a hard adjustment for me, and I ended up blowing up to about 182 kilos, bro. And then I was just really unhappy, bro. Like my mental health was shit because I was unhappy, and home was way different than or you come home for holidays, all you do is see the holiday stuff, but when you go live there again, it can be quite hard. Anyway, and then was having a shit time, and then the cousin Kelly knew this. Yeah, she knew that I was having a real hard time, and she rang me up and said, hey, cuz, why don't you come and have a try down here in Queenstown? Come and stay with us, get a job. And that's how I got to Queenstown, bro.
Sweet. Was it a hard decision to make that move? Or
no.
Because of what you were going through?
It was for what I was going. I was actually looking for other jobs because I didn't enjoy my job at the sawmill. It was just a toxic place to work. I suppose.
Oh, so Cal was already in Queenstown at this point, right?
Yeah.
So at least you'd be familiar with the region.
Well, I actually came down to see the old lady in 2019, bro.
Yeah.
And then, stayed with Kelly for a few days. And I think that's when I met you, bro. Because she had a waiata session on at her whare.
At her whare,
Yeah, and I was just like, hey. Yeah, and that's when I met you fellas.
Yeah, bro. Fuck yeah. I remember that. Yeah.
And then I went back.
Then you went back. Yeah, that's right.
And then she said, come down and have a try. And I rung up. I was looking for a job. And I cannot believe, and I you know, like how much warmth Waiata, the people from Waiata gave me.
Yeah.
You fellas didn't even really know me, bro. I was just some stray cousin of Kelly's. And like when people in Waiata found out that I wanted to come down, bro, people were looking for jobs for me and keeping an eye out for those things. And
that's what we're like, bro. But see, there's two things to that because of our Waiata group. One, you're a tāne.
Yeah.
Because we have so few of them in our group. And number two, you're Māori, bro. So, you know, they just, our whole group was about celebrating Māori kaupapa. So having a tāne Māori potentially coming into the group. But then the fact that you're Kelly's whanaunga as well, that meant a lot to the group. So, you know, we wanted to open you with open arms, bro, you know?
Yeah. And I felt that, but fuck, I was shy as. I was quiet as, wouldn't sing, you know, all those things, and just stay in the corner eating kai. I was blown away by the manaki and the aroha and the awhi that Kelly's people extended to me. I say Kelly's people, but you fellas are my people now, but at that time I was, bro, I was Bay of Plenty hard, you know, like, I was just like, but that's a defensive mechanism because I was out of my comfort zone.
Been there, done that, bro.
Yeah.
You know, I'm a Ngāti Porou in Queenstown, so I know that vibe, bro.
Yeah.
You get down here all proud to be Māori, you know, and you see, you do the old, I'm from the East Coast, bro, you know. Don't fuck with me. Oh, I mean, I've never been like that anyway, but I get that whole vibe, bro, you know. That whole proud to be from where you're from. But then in very short time, you learn to show a lot of aroha to this place. Eh?
Oh, bro, like, it showed me lots of aroha, and I've met a lot of amazing people here, and I've been really lucky.
Bro. Thanks.
Yeah, no, you're welcome. You're welcome. You are one of those amazing. No, bro, true. Like, you know, seriously, like, absolutely amazing people. Like you know, like the likes of yourself.
Kill bro.
Paris Tainui, Emily Churnside, and Ebony Webster,
Matua Ned.
Yeah, Matua Ned, and Boy and them. Bro,
too many to name, bro.
Just, and then you've got Sean Dreda, Lexa, and all the whānau and Waiata. I cannot extend enough mihi and aroha to everyone that I've met down here. Like, it's just expanded my world.
Shout out to the whānau down here in Kāmuriwai and in Tāhuna.
Bro, you fellas all inspire me, bro. Like, I look at you fellas and I say, I kind of want to follow in that direction. I see what you fellas do out in the community for Te Ao Māori, and it blows me away, bro. Like, because it's service. And I heard this from my cousin, and I really...
Waititi.
I'll throw that out there. The cousin.
Name dropping now, bro.
Name dropping. Whanawa Apanui. Kalanga, mate. He said in a podcast, he said, you know, if you think you're above service, leadership will always be beyond you. And I see that in this community, and I see what the Māori are doing. I'm just like, man.
Well, none of us have ambitions to be anything but a support for the community. You know, like, there's no egos. Bro, one of the things I notice anyway, I think age helps you with that. As you get older, you start to reflect on what's important in your personal life, you know. And for a lot of us, it's giving back to the community. It's giving help back to things that helped you when you were young. You know. And it's not about trying to scale the heights of the corporate world, bro. Not interested in any of that. So kaupapa Māori is koera te tuatahi, you know, these days anyway for me. So, and okay, bro. So speaking of inspirations, let's get back to you. So you've had some inspiring journeys while you've been here?
Yeah. Like, one of the biggest ones, I suppose, is how much weight I lost. Like, I'm packing a bit of timber at the moment. But, you know, like, I went down this journey. Well, it's environment, bro?
Yeah,
environment dictates,
of course.
In me,
Of course.
you become your environment,
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I was surrounded by like ultra runners and people that ran mountains and they boxed and did Muay Thai. So like I jumped in those circles, and then all of a sudden, like I'm out there running mountains
Running
look,
mountains, bro.
to be honest, I run really slow, bro. Like
But you're still running mountains,
yeah,
bro.
yeah. Like my mindset, I can, like I was just, bro. I love this stuff.
Yeah. No, it's
Yeah.
not about how fast, bro. It's like the age-old saying, how do you eat an elephant? One bite at a time.
Oh, I
bro.
like that. I
One
like that.
bite
I
at a
like
time.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I really got into the running scene, and that opened up a lot of opportunities. I ended up, getting not sponsorship, but I ended up being like an ambassador for Tailwind Nutrition New Zealand and Sport 020. And I'm still connected with those fellas, especially Tailwind Nutrition. They're really interested in my journey in the te reo.
Yeah.
Like they messaged me the other day and said, look, Charles, even though we don't speak, I always talk about you. You're my inspiration why I get up and train. And I always tell people, you can do it. If Charles can do it, you can do it.
Yeah.
And they said to me, like, we are so interested to keep in touch with you and to follow your journey in te reo, in te ao Māori. And I thought, oh, mean. But yeah.
Awesome.
I suppose I'm not
You're a humble guy, bro. Like if
Oh,
there's something I know about you, is you're not going to be the guy to put his hand up and say, "Hey, look at me," right?
Yeah.
So that's okay. I'll sing your praises, bro. I'll let the people know, how much money you have down here, even though you're not going to recognize it yourself. So yeah, I just want to give you a shout out, bro, to all your hard work and your dedication, how you turned your life around, came down here. You're an integral part of our community down here. Now on to the next sort of part of our chat, bro.
Yeah.
So we touched on this a few times. Our listeners might be able to pick up the fact that we speak a little te reo Māori occasionally.
Oh,
Yes. So I understand you're now, for a short time, you're leaving our community for a very short time because you've decided to go on your own Māori language journey.
Yeah.
Fill us in, bro.
Oh, I found myself in a situation where, like, I have this, I have the space to, like, okay, what do you know, like, well, I struggle with classroom stuff or, like, the Zooms. I struggle with computer shit.
Learning via Zoom,
Yeah,
all of that.
yeah, and even just watching shit. Like, I've got to...
You've got to be...
I've got to be in it.
Yeah.
It's like, how do you do Modako, bro? You go to training.
Yeah.
And then you keep going, you pick it up.
Yeah.
It's just, yeah. And I'm just saying, yeah, and that's how I figured out, like, fuck, I'm not going to actually... I mean, I could if I really pushed myself, but, like, I want to go sit in it, like...
And so, tell us where you're going, bro.
Oh, well, so I'm going to the Whare Wānanga Waikato.
Waikato.
Yeah, Waikato, but at the Tauranga...
Tauranga campus.
Yeah, Tauranga campus in
Okay.
Tauranga,
Yeah.
Moana. Yeah.
Back on the bay again, eh?
Back in the Bay of Plenty. I'll be back in the Bay of Plenty, boy.
Yeah.
A changed one.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, that'll be interesting going back to the East Coast and going back to
up
the
there.
Bay.
And so you're heading up there very shortly, bro.
I leave on Sunday. Yeah, it's come around really quick. I've actually pushed it back. Like I was actually meant to leave on the 21st, but then I found out that I didn't have to be in class till the 11th. So I just
okay.
I hang around a little bit longer. Nerves or, like, because it's a big change, like.
It's a huge change, bro.
Changing
Although, based on your previous career, you're a tippy haide, bro.
Yeah. Itchy feet fella.
Yeah, so, putting yourself into a new situation is not new to you.
Nah.
So I guess the nerves come from the fact that it's an immersive Māori situation this time, Māori language situation.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah, it's full immersion.
Yeah.
I believe the first maybe week or so, like, is not. But
Yeah, they let you kind of find your feet for the first couple of weeks.
Yeah.
And then drown, bro.
And then drown. Rumaki.
Yeah, rumaki.
Yeah. Because the brother Hud, I heard he's going into his drowning period, and maybe
very soon.
very soon.
Yeah.
Very soon. But yeah, that's Buzzy too, the bro going to do Te Reo.
Otaki?
Yeah, Otaki, because I pulled up to his, because when this whole epiphany happened within my hinengaro, I went to see the bro. Bro, guess what? Well, I'm signing up at a Waikato University full immersion. And I could see the cogs in his head turning, and then he didn't say anything to me, and then I went, I went away again and went to see him again, and he goes, "Oh,
you triggered something,
yeah, triggered something in him." And then he said, "Oh, bro, I'm going to go to Raukawa." And I went, "Oh, mean, bro, mean."
Yeah. So he's up there at the moment.
He's
bro.
up there at the moment. He went up ahead of me.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's really cool that one of the brothers is in the North Island at the same time as me, and we're doing the same kaupapa.
Yep. And so how long are you up there for, bro?
I'm up there. My course finishes on the 9th of November, starts on the 11th of March.
Cool. You can come back and celebrate my birthday the next day, bro.
Mean. Yeah, but I'm flying back and forth in between. Like, I've got because I work for the Whakatipu Youth Trust as a youth worker.
Yeah.
Kind of, like, I hate to say I'm a youth worker because, there's other people better at it than me.
No, bro. So the best people in those sorts of positions are people with the experience of having come through. Sometimes I think people who are advisors, who help the rangatahi, sometimes if they haven't had a similar lived experience, for me, I think they would probably find it hard to connect to people if they haven't gone through a similar thing. So you've gone through your mischief period.
Yeah.
You've gone through those experiences. You're the right person to pass on.
Yeah.
Ways that you can, pathways that they can take to sort of get themselves back on track.
Yeah.
So, what's your aim with your Māori language journey up there, bro?
Oh, this is a big question, eh? Because I have all sorts of things I want to do.
Yeah.
Like, so I'm really interested. Te reo, the reo, because I want to speak.
Yeah.
I want to speak Māori.
Yeah.
But I want to I want to do everything in Te Ao Māori.
Yeah, right.
I don't know. This might be a bit grand but
grandiose.
You're grandiose. Oh. But
No.
yeah, but I see fellas like Ngāti no Wāti and them, and they're doing these programs, and they're using mātauranga. Well, is it mātauranga Māori?
Yeah, mātauranga Māori to underpin the things that they do and teach.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And it's and things from our tipuna that use them for health and well-being.
Yeah.
And mahinga kai is another thing I love to do, more so ocean than the bush, but I also want to learn those things, and I want to do programs using mātauranga Māori in the ngahere and the ocean, in the moana, and using the atua in that kaitiaki of those areas, using that mātauranga, and why conservation is so big for us, because, Yeah, just doing programs with rangatahi in those spaces, and they're not new things; they're old things. People are doing them, but I want to do it.
But you can bring a new slant to it, or you can bring a new type of delivery to it. But the underpinning information comes from mātauranga Māori.
Yeah, definitely, bro. Yeah. Like I found in the spaces that I'm in around here, and like. I also do a little bit with Adventure Therapy Aotearoa, and they're really interested in, because they have Adventure Therapy America, Adventure Therapy the UK, but Adventure Therapy, the people in Adventure Therapy Aotearoa, they want to pull away from that stuff because it's very Pākehā, but we're New Zealand. So what's unique in New Zealand? Māori.
Us, bro.
Us. And they want to use that. Well, not use it, but have a relationship with us, and we use mātauranga Māori within the health and well-being sectors, eh?
Awesome, bro.
And the tai ao, eh? That's one thing, I find when I'm not at ease, when I'm stressed or stuff like that, I have anxiety, which happens to everyone, but I go through periods of quite high anxiety.
Yeah.
as is, most people. But I find the taiao helps me heaps.
Yep.
If it's just going to the awa, doing things that our tipuna did, like go for a pure.
Yeah.
You go for a cleanse, and bro, the moana, like, I don't know, is it a coasty thing, bro?
I think it's in our blood, those of us who have been brought up on the East Coast, bro. I think it's just in our blood to be near the sea, near the ocean.
Bro, like when I'm in the ocean, I switch off, bro. Like my brain switches off. And, like especially when you're going for a ruku, for paua or things like that.
Yeah.
Bro, you switch off, you're just there, bro? And you're just hunting for something.
I'm just we're all in a happy place, bro.
Yeah.
Like it's happy to be next to the ocean. But I tell you what, bro, and you might be similar to me, I'm even happier when I'm in the water.
Yeah.
You know?
I think the brother Paris said to me, he goes, one time I come out of the water and I must have been, I don't know, I didn't see it or feel it, but I must have been just beaming, glowing. And he said, oh, bro, I'm so envious of you, like how you come out of the ocean and you're just like, buff, you're
reinvigorated.
Yeah.
I love it. Me too, bro. I honestly think that's it's probably in our blood from our tipuna. Because you're from up that way, bro. Te whanau Apanui, Whakatō here, Ngāti Awa, I'm Ngāti Porou, Taitanga Mahaki. We're all oceanside people from the East Coast, bro. So,
it is my happy place, bro.
Yeah.
Especially when I'm fishing.
Yeah. Well,
big donkey snappers.
Well, my happy place is not when I'm fishing, bro. It's when I'm catching.
I don't put that. I don't add in there because it's just the usual for me.
Just jokes, bro.
And I see what you, Emily, and Paris, and Matua, and Ebony do too, like in Te Ao Māori spaces down here. So I'd like to, help teach.
Yeah, bro.
Even if it's just a kaiawhina, someone.
Come along, brother.
Yeah.
Come along, because this is the funny thing, bro. You may look at some of us and go, I'm not, I couldn't do that kind of thing.
Yeah.
But you're more than capable of doing what we are doing right now, bro. Just because you don't have the full fluency doesn't mean you can't come along and do all of it. Got one of our friends, Alice. She's applied to be kaiawhina, and it looks like she's the only one that's applied. So I think she's probably going to get the job. She's non-Māori. She's from England. But she knows enough about mātauranga Māori to be able to go in that space and help teach.
Yeah, I'd like to serve,
Yeah.
Give back in some way, and whatever that way is,
And so your current role is like mentoring rangatahi in the region?
Yeah. So we get referred rangatahi from either the high school parents, very, very seldomly self referrals from rangatahi.
Really?
Yeah, it's all.
That makes sense. That makes sense. Yeah.
But they're kids, bro.
They're young people.
They're just doing their thing.
Yeah, doing their thing. Don't think they need any help, or probably want some help, but don't want to admit it.
Yeah. Don't want to talk to anyone about it, or don't even know how to.
Yeah. And so, question for you, bro: Do you find it easy to connect with rangatahi, or do you have to work quite hard to form that connection?
I personally probably, because of my nature, I probably connect fairly easy with rangatahi.
I believe that, bro.
But I really, really easy to connect to our
rangatahi
Māori, Polynesian. You just need to be on an island in the sea somewhere.
Any of the seas.
Any of the seas, and I don't know. I seem to be able to connect with them fairly easy.
Bro, you had that vibe first time I saw you. You just look like a fella I could go up and talk to.
Yeah.
You know how you meet people who are just like that?
Yeah.
You meet other people and you're like, don't like the look of that guy.
Yeah.
But no, you just had an approachable thing about you, bro. So I have no doubt young people probably see the same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. You enjoy that type of mahi?
It's had its challenges because it's not something that I've ever done before, or like I've always had labouring jobs or production jobs.
Yeah.
So this is way out of my comfort zone, you know, like, yeah, way out, bro. Way out. Like, and then like learning how to use a computer. But, you know, even those things and then systems on there that, you know, like connecting with kids is one thing.
Yeah.
And having a rapport, but it's also catching the moments where you see a moment and then you can apply some sort of fucking therapeutic modality on top of it, eh?
Ooh, bro.
So big words, but I don't even know what they mean, bro.
Oh, cut it out. Cut it out.
Yeah,
hang on, Whānau, I'll just get the dictionary. Hang on, just a second.
Therapeutic, but, you know, like help them in that moment.
Modalities. Bro, that's wicked, man. No, I mean, I don't mean to joke about it, but yeah, love it, bro. Like you talk yourself down, and yet you're talking the talk. You know.
Yeah.
You're, and we all know how the type of work you do in the community, bro. You know, like. You give me mihi and Emily and Ebony and the rest of the mihi about our work in the community, bro. You're just as hard working in this community, you know. Probably bro. More so because I love giving back to the community, but you know, rangatahi. I don't know. I'm not sure if they're my jam as far as trying to mentor and stuff. So I'm glad there's people like you that are around to help them. Yeah.
So. Well, you know, like if you grow up in a whānau that's split for one thing, you know, like you're not growing up with them, or
with one of the parents.
Yeah, one parent. Yeah. So I understand these young fellas, you know, like
you've got the lived experience, bro.
Yeah, like all they want is a role model.
Yep. And
a male role model. If their fathers aren't in the situation, and not enough. They just want a male role model that's consistent, you know. But they, you know, like I make shitloads of mistakes, and
I think they probably appreciate that, right?
Yeah.
Because I think I don't know for certain, but I would imagine if I think back to my own childhood, I imagine I connected better to people who understood me. You know what I mean, bro?
Yeah.
So if you're a high corporate achiever and you come in and you are trying to connect with a rangata who's a bit of a mischief, the chances of you having something in common with each other is pretty fucking low, eh?
Yeah.
So the young fella's going to go, like, you're from that other side of the tracks, man. Like, why would I talk to you? Whereas with the rest of us, or you know, who have gone through challenges in our lives, lived in single parent families, had all sorts of stuff going on in their upbringing. I think it helps us. It's easier to connect with the young ones, who are in the similar positions.
Yeah, well, you see them, mate. Like you see them.
Yeah, bro.
And you notice little things. You know, they might be acting tougher than they really. Well, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here's a random question for you, bro.
Yeah.
Because you hang out with rangatahi a little bit.
Oh, it doesn't mean I understand them.
I was just about to ask. Do you know all these slangs, bro? What are the types of slangs that these young fellas use? I can't keep up with
it. Good question. Oh, like
sacked it.
You know, like so. One I come across and I don't is dripping.
Drippy.
Oh, you know, like you're just dripping with like dripping with like blinging. You know, we used to call it bling. You know, but now they call it I'm dripped out. You know, like
dripped out.
Got all the brand clothes on and the scuck shoes. You know, I'm still using old school slang. Like I'm scuck says. All those things, or nuck.
Old nucks.
Yeah, Canucks. Yeah. I'm still using those things, and these kids are on a different level. Yeah. But I noticed one they use, like, especially young males, it's like G.
Oh, yeah, everyone's G.
Yeah, everyone's G. It's just like up to G. Or,
up to, yeah. It was crack up, bro, when you said dripping. I thought you said drippy.
Drippy.
Drippy meant something way different.
Yeah, I know what that meant.
Oh, crack up. No, I can't keep up with them, bro.
Oh, I can't keep up. One thing I've learnt, though, like, so at the beginning of when I started, you know, becoming a youth worker, I had to learn not to bring the way I grew up.
Yeah.
I will view them in a way that I grew up.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, because
It's a different world, bro.
Yeah, it's a totally different world. I have to
Yeah.
actually relearn so much,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
like, and they just live in different circumstances
Yeah.
than how I grew up. You know, like you'll hear a lot of people, oh, all they need is this and that, but bro, they live in a different world.
Bro, you didn't give them the old, you know, how you went to school fucking talk, did you, bro?
What's that?
The old fucking 2 miles in the snow with bare feet. Talk, bro.
Stand in some cow shit to warm your feet up. No. I had shoes.
No.
I had some shoes. But I did have to walk in the snow. Actually, we prayed for snow in Te Anau because there'd been no kura.
I mean, I laugh about it, bro, but I was in the same position, man. Our bus stop was like fucking 2 kilometers away from the house.
Yeah.
It was like dirt road, bro, so you
Yeah.
couldn't ride bikes on the fucking thing. Not back in my day anyway. And the only difference was, I had shoes, bro. So, you know, my difference to the story was I had shoes. I wasn't going barefoot.
Yeah, that was my dad's time, I think.
Yeah.
The old stand in the cow shit so you can warm your feet up.
Oh, crack up. Fuck. Well, we're almost ready to wrap up, bro.
Yeah, cool.
So, I have one question for you. Might need a little bit of time to think about this.
Yeah.
All good. Kei te pai, bro. So if you could go back in time and give some advice to 18-year-old Charles, what advice would you give him?
Oh, that's a good question, bro?
Thanks, bro. Thanks.
Yeah, no.
I've thought hard about this
Wow.
question.
It's a good question because I always wonder what I'd say to myself.
Assuming that 18-year-old Charles would listen to
nah, bro.
Charles. Yeah.
Nah, bro, he was something else, that kid. Wow. There's probably I'm going to give two little things I would say to young Charles. Love yourself, who you are.
Ooh, big one, bro.
And don't take things personally because it's never about you, you know. Well, you know, like don't take things personally. Not everything's about you. Yeah.
Bro, that's close to the. It probably is actually. I can't recall any better response to that question. You know, most people will come up with kind of like, you know, don't marry this chick or or something else like, oh, you shouldn't have gone overseas that time, but you know, those ones, because I'm going to assume that you had trouble with judging yourself based on how people spoke to you back in those days.
Yeah, like you get things like your teacher would say, oh, you'll end up in a gang, you know, like fuck. It's like, aren't you meant to be building me up? Like, aren't you meant to be giving me advice to reach my full potential?
That's big, bro. Like, yeah, that's an important message for young people. Full stop, bro. Because I think we don't know. We're not sure. So we've mapped in our heads what the answers might be.
Yeah.
And it's not until we get to this, you know, old.
It's
not until we get old, we realise that all those judgments and all those things that we feared might happen when we were younger, they never happen, bro. Life is actually a bit simpler than we make it out to be.
Yeah.
Or it can be.
Can be. Like, just depends on your lens and how you're looking through it, eh?
Yeah, you know.
But, you know, like, from the moment you're born, you'll take...
Fucking hell, this is going to get heavy, bro.
Oh, not the moment you're born, but you're taking on other people's perception of the world.
Yeah.
How they view the world, how they interact with the world.
Yeah.
And some of that will end up
Negative.
trauma, negative,
Yeah, right.
all those things. And that's, you know, like, And you've got to drag that around for the rest of your life.
Until you meet people who help you
Yes.
deal with it.
Yeah,
you know?
help you deal with it and
Yeah.
then teach you things to, you know, like breath work or whatever. Like
Yeah, bro.
like you interviewed Kyle, eh?
Kyle.
Yeah, Kyle.
Kyle
Yeah, I
Podor.
do. I've been doing breath work with him. Just
He's an amazing fella, man,
bro,
to talk
he's
to.
oh my god, like
Amazing.
you talk about trauma and stuff. He's the man.
That's where you got that word modality from, eh?
Oh no, that's just in some of the like in some of the papers I've read. Oh, modalities, man. I used that somewhere in a fancy podcast or something.
Well, bro, have you got any last words before we wrap up?
Yeah, see you fellas soon when I get back, I guess.
Yeah. I mean, go well and come back safe, bro. You know, we got plans for you in this region down here.
I hope I come back.
Yeah, I know you're coming back, bro.
Yeah.
That's a given, I think. You know, it's too good a vibe down here in Queenstown.
Oh, it is.
Yeah. So, anyway, that wraps us up, bro. E mihi atu nei ki a koe e te rangatira e taku whanaunga no te tai rāwhiti. E kore e mimiti taku mihi ki a koe. Yeah, love it, bro. Thank you so much for coming in today.
Thank you,
Good
bro.
kōrero.
I was a bit nervous doing a podcast.
Nah, no need to be nervous, bro. Just two East Coasters shooting the breeze, bro.
Yeah. Brothers from the Highway
From
35.
the 35. Just a couple of boys from the 35. Yeah. So, e te iwi, if you have any questions, if you have any comments to make, drop them down in the comment section below. And remember to like and subscribe to our channel. And we'll see you next time on The Chew. Mā te wā.